Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, everybody, Charles here. And listen, I'm excited. We got a great show for you. We got a banging show for you, but I'm not going to say any more. I got something to tell it for you. Watch this. Let's go.
10 things somebody should have taught me. 1. Do not romanticize suffering. There is nothing poetic about a love that breaks your spirit. 2. Know when to leave. Some bridges need to be burned. Use the light to find a better way. 3. Practice forgiveness. Start with yourself. Nobody actually ever forgets. Remember the lesson. 4. Say no. Do not negotiate with terrorists. Do not bargain for anyone's love. 5. Friendships end. Let go. Stay open. 6. Save emotional real estate for the one.
Yes. And I don't know about you, but I got them here. Yes, all those beautiful people you saw in those videos, they are here today. They're on my show. Let's start off with a bang. Our first guest, make some noise. All right, listen, I'm excited about it. The book launch is here. Please introduce yourself.
Good morning, Charles. Good morning, Toronto. My name is Marianne Balogo, and I'm the author of The Different Faces of Narcissism, a book that's launching this Friday, that's tomorrow, at the Metro Hall, Toronto, at 6 p.m.
There you go. All right, now you had so many people in the video, some other great guests that's in it. Why did you want to write this book?
Charles. So I wrote the book, first of all, because I was a victim. And as a leader, as a leader in the community and a change maker, I decided that, you know what, I always say, be the change that you want. So yeah, I believe that if I bring awareness to people about what I went through, and I know a lot of people might be going through, that sort of psychological abuse, especially since the pandemic kind of locked everyone down for 2 years. I believe that if I brought awareness, that could help somebody heal.
Yes, and then you're talking about healing. How long did it take you to write the book, and when did it get started? So people always say, yeah, I wanted to write the book to tell them about my past. It's not that easy for you to take what happened to you and put straight to paper. What was it that said, I feel comfortable enough to write down what's going on?
I mean, I would tell you honestly, this book is a labor of love. It wasn't easy at all. I had a coach, and that was because every time I started trying to write it, I would start getting emotional.
Right.
So it was really a labor of love. I was like, you know what, I really need to put this down, because definitely it would help somebody else not get into the kind of situation that I go into.
So the question is, did it help you out?
Yes.
As you're writing it out, did you release some of the anger, frustration, happiness, sadness? Did everything just come out into this book?
Yeah. So part of the ways that you get through difficult situations like this is seeking safe support, right? And I mean, when you go see a therapist, they tell you to express your trauma in different ways. In some ways, it's writing. I chose writing. And some people paint. Some people work out, so it could be going to the gym. I'm not very big of a gym person. I'm more of a literary person. So I would go to the theater and all. But remember that during COVID, we were locked down.
Yes.
So yeah, so I had to go to the next best thing I loved, which was writing.
So how long did it take you to write this book?
I would say about a year. Yeah, it took about a year. I had to actively be like, you know what, this has to get out, and put my mind and soul into it.
All right. So how many times did you pick up a paper, crumble it, and throw it behind you?
Well, maybe not so much. That's just because I'm a marketing communicator, so I do a lot of writing.
Okay. So it was easy to get all your feelings out and put it out there and just go from page to page.
It wasn't easy to get all my feelings out. So they say that the brain kind of blocks out some things. So some things were blocked out, And I would realize that sometimes I'm driving and I remember I would just stop at the side of the road and I'm like typing quickly, or I do a voice note. I'm like, trying to remember some of those things so I could go back, even up to the last, like I would say like the last day this book was going to print. I was still adding stuff. Like my editor, I was still saying, oh, let's add this. I need to add this thing. I need to add that thing. And then we were very particular to not put. So I was very particular about concentrating on just the lessons I learned from the experience and really not put every other thing, because I didn't want people to read the book and they're getting all emotional. That's not the goal. The goal is I went through this experience. These are some of the experiences that I learned, and you can learn from it.
Isn't that what you want out of someone to read the book? Do you want the emotions to come out so they can feel it?
No, not necessarily. I'm not, even though I was a victim, I'm not trying to, I'm not presenting to anybody that I was a victim, right? I'm healing every day, and I just wanted them to learn the lessons, because they are signs. When you meet people, there are signs. The thing is, we tend to not want to see them, right? Everybody, people tell us who they are, but we don't want to see them. In relationships, we would see all the red flags and the warning signs, but we're like, oh, we're in love with this person, so we put a blind eye to it. So I'm advocating for that. If you get into, like, I was new in the country, so I had to meet new people, but you need to watch out for red flags, and things that you don't like, and you need to tell people, this is the way that, this is the kind of relationship that I want. You need to be able to put healthy boundaries, just so that people can know you for your boundaries, and then it relates to you based on that, so they don't just take advantage of you in ways that are not so pleasant.
Yes, I like how you said that. My grandma used to tell me sometimes that feeling is not butterflies, they're moths. So go with your gut feeling, right? You think they're butterflies and you see them and you have that gut feeling, go with that instead. So I love how you said that. All right, now I'm excited because not only are you here today, if you can look at this beautiful picture, we have some other guests here. Can you introduce our next guest for us? He's the gentleman. He's looking good there in the camera. He's ready. Please introduce him to the show.
Okay, so he's actually an award-winning psychotherapist. He's very humble. He really doesn't put the award-winning in front of it. Please welcome Ayo Akombi.
How you doing, sir?
I'm very well. That's a lot for a welcome right there.
Well, we're so glad that you could be here, and you're so glad that you could join us for this launch, because it does match. It does go together. The things that she's been saying, can you add on to it about, the things you've known and your knowledge, add on to for the book launch?
The reality is that increasingly we live in a very narcissistic society, right? And I think that has been more pronounced with the recent event down south, and so you'll find out that the whole essence of us as human is being redefined by people who are constantly willing to take advantage of us, right? They're going to take advantage of your niceness. They're going to take advantage of your innocence. And so, I mean, these are things that we deal with every day. People will come into the therapy room every day, and these are the stories. It's very difficult to navigate, but still it's doable as long as you have the will to be able to exercise your own personal agency.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, we always say, you want to be friendly to everybody, you want to be open to everybody, and this is the way we want the world to be. But there's some people out there that are not on that side of the line. You know what I mean? And you got to be careful when you go out there. But at the same point in time, how do you go out there and not be your friendly stuff and go, wait, should I trust you? Can I not trust you? What can I do? You know what I mean? You got to be open. So how can you battle that?
I think there's a confusion in there. It's one thing for me to want to be friendly. It's another thing for me to want to be your friend.
Okay.
A lot of times we confuse friendliness with friendship, right? You can't, as an adult, all through your life, you can't have up to 10 friends. I dare you to do that. 10 friends.
Right.
But are you friendly to so many people? Many people are in our circle are just our acquaintances, right? We know them, they know us, we hang out. I mean, I know so many people in Toronto, right? At a lot of parties in Toronto, I can walk into a place and probably know 200 people. But really, those 200 people, there might not be a single friend of mine in the room. But I'm so friendly to those people. We're going to have healthy conversations. I'm going to be nice. So you have to, and you also have to be careful to choose your friend. You have to choose your friend and choose them wisely. Your friends will make or break you.
Yes.
But if you've already confused friendship with friendliness, then you're just a ship running with the wolves, and you're going to be eaten up by them.
I love that, because growing up, young teenagers will go, oh, he's my friend, or she's my friend, he's my best friend. And I'm like, at the end of the day, I think out of everybody, all those great friends I had, it's a handful, like you said. These are your great friends that you can call, you can do anything. You're broken down on the street, they're gonna get in the car and come get you, compared to, like you said, just acquaintances.
And you're right. One thing I've taught my kids come home from school, first day of school, by the end of the first week, oh, I got this new best friend. I'm like, hell no. I haven't got a best friend. And so my kids, we have a rule in my house that I've taught my kids: you're not my best friend until we've been together for at least 5 years. Yeah. For you to be my friend, have we had a fight? It's important for us to have a fight. Let's scream at each other and see how we resolve it. If you're not my friend, you're gone.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because friendship is an investment. And a narcissist does not just invest because they want to invest. A narcissist is investing in a relationship because they are setting you up for the fall. And mind you, narcissists target people who are strong, people with strong family values, people with strong career minds, because for them, it is fun. It's fun for them to be seen with you, to attach themselves with you. They are very good at name dropping. Oh my God, I met Charles. Oh my God, you see. And then what did they happen? But they don't tell somebody how they met Charles, because they're going to destroy the person between the two of you to get to you, and the cycle just go on. So I'm a very friendly person, but damn, my friends are limited to this.
Well, hopefully at the end of it, I can slide over to the other side. Right now, I'm the acquaintance. We'll see if I can slide into that friend side. But I totally get it, and I see why you wanted him with this book launch, because now you can understand between your friends and the close friends, that feeling you got, like you said, you have to go with that gut feeling and bring it all together. So I totally understand how this is going to be a great launch. All right, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we got one more person in the green room that we're excited to bring on to the show. So don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Immigrant Women in Business, IWB, is a non-profit organization bringing together women from over 50 different countries around the globe. These women have now made Canada their home and share a common goal of providing value to their new sisters. Our motto of "We are stronger together" resonates with all members, and with a diverse membership of business leaders, entrepreneurs and community builders, our goal is to make Canada better and provide guidance and leadership to those that follow.
CMJ Entertainment is a one-stop shop. CMJ Entertainment helps people do any type of events, and it's a marketing tool as well. So we'll cover everything from start to finish. If it's a wedding, we'll make sure your wedding is over the top. And if it's an event, we make sure that everybody gets information at the end of the day. Give us a call at 416-414-8964 or online, go to cmjent.com.
Yes, we're back live, and hopefully you guys are all watching. My friends and more friends would join us on this book launch happening right now. All right, we got one more person in the green room. Go ahead and please introduce her to the show.
Okay, so we have Andrea. Andrea is actually moderating the event. Please welcome Andrea.
Andrea, I saw you nodding, smiling, agreeing, and smiling away when he was talking about friendships and knowing the butterflies. And then when I made the comment about butterflies and moths and be careful, you're just yep, nodding away. Go ahead.
Yeah, because it's so aligned, and I recognize and you like your experience as a man is something that my husband experiences. I have my own way of sensing people, and he's like, I feel it in my gut. I'm like, okay, man, whatever you feel, just feel it, and listen to it. Nice to be here. Thank you.
Not a problem. Not a problem. So tell everybody what to expect, at the book launch.
Well, this is an event that I'm so happy that Marian organized with Immigrant Women in Business, because the most important thing I was looking for when I dealt with narcissistic people and all kind of toxic people was community. I didn't have that. I was alone. So that's what we have here. We have a community of experienced people, professionals, and supportive people who bring not just the friendliness, but also allow people to build friendships and the support that we need, so that even if we are in situations that are not okay for us, well, we have the support to get the courage to get out or move something or heal or whatever is needed in the moment. I think that's the most important thing. And every single one of the speakers brings their own, I call it juice or spice, to the event. And each of them will empower us, will nurture our souls and minds, will give us the clarity we need so that we can be empowered and take agency for our life.
All right. So who are we missing from the panel? I see there's a lot more people coming up, a lot more people in store on this great event. So who else will be there?
Jennifer and Michael.
All right. So do you just want to explain to them, what do they bring to the table? What's going to be happening with them as well?
Marian, you.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so of course, Ayo is a multi-award winning therapist, and we have Michael, the challenger, that will also be speaking. He's a motivational speaker. He's a bestseller. He's an award winning filmmaker, and then he's a life coach, so he's also great in handling this kind of situations and helping people heal and basically move on with their life. We're also going to have Jennifer. Jennifer is a serial entrepreneur. She's a mental health specialist. So basically, we have a bunch of people there that are going to help. We have this mental health professionals and business leaders. The goal is for them to, teach us techniques, teach us the ways that we can use these challenges to develop innovative solutions for positive social change. Basically.
All right. So here it is. Friday, 21. Make sure you're up and ready to go. What's the location? Right there. Metro Hall, Toronto, 55 John Street. Make sure you're there and get there early. Now, if you want to get tickets, though, you got to go to the Eventbrite link. All right. So make sure you hit the Eventbrite link. Let them know you're coming. We want to know, make sure we have a nice chair for you there, ready to go. Make sure you're getting in. You can't just show up. No. We want to make sure you're there. We want to make sure you're coming. Bring a friend, bring 3 friends, bring 4 friends. Make sure you show up there one more time. There it is.
All right. Charles, and the event is free.
Come on now. All you got to do is push the button then.
Yeah, exactly. Just sign up.
Okay, in that case, let me just put this here so people can understand. Hold on. Free. So this is going to be a great event. It's a book launch, and you're going to get some nuggets. Because I don't know about you right now. Let me go to the comments right here, and people are grabbing some nuggets. There you go. Real friends are actually even more important. There you go. The real friends, someone you can lean on. They're listening. People are listening. So thank you so much for joining us and putting in your comments. All right. Let's have some fun before we let you go. Tell everybody, what time does it start?
It starts at 6 p.m. and it's going to go up until 9:30. It promises to be a very enlightening, empowering event. It starts up with me basically talking about my books, and there's going to be an open session where people can ask me questions, and then we'll trickle down to the speakers, and typically anybody else that has read the book already, that the book helped. So yeah, it's going to be a very interactive session.
All right, hold up that book one more time so everybody can see it. It's there. You got to get your copy and enlarge you up right there. So let me ask you a question. What is with the cover? Why did you chose the book cover? Because it's really interesting. The face into a face into a face into a face. Explain why you decided to choose this type of cover.
Charles, I can tell you that I had nothing to do with the cover. I'm not going to take credit for it. I gave the designer, I gave them what the book is about, and I said, make me something that interprets this. And when the cover came, everyone loved it.
Yeah, because I'm thinking it's making you think into yourself.
Yeah.
And when you're thinking, it's yourself and yourself and yourself again. All right.
So one more thing. Sorry about that, Charles. One more thing. We have a silent sponsor that has paid for a couple of copies. So we're going to have 3 lucky people that are going to get 3 free signed copies of the book.
Oh,
so that's another reason to attend.
Oh, you mean 2 copies?
3.
No, you mean 2 copies?
Oh, okay. Yeah, 1 for Charles.
I gotta get my copy. Come on.
Definitely.
It's going to be a great event. See, here we go, right there. I will be there. Very much needed. Everybody after COVID. See, and that's what you guys talk about. People have been held up a little tight, and people are kind of nervous to get back out there again. You know what I mean? So it's definitely something you have to look forward to, because as an entertainer, as I go back out, that interaction is not there anymore. How people interact with each other. So I'm going to ask the doctor in crime, what do you feel about that? How's it happening? You've seen it. People are coming to you and talking about it. The interaction. Talk to us about that.
The reality is that as people, we are community oriented. Like Andrea said, right? You need a support community, right? And but it's so sad watching people, even in therapy. A lot of people have forgotten what it is to interact. But again, we are, as a people, we've been very resilient over the century, over the many years that have come, and I'm sure by the end of this year, we would be in a better place. So don't worry, the entertainment industry is going to pick up. We're going to actually see more and more people coming back. It won't be the same, because obviously COVID has redefined our lives forever. But again, with apps like Clubhouse and all of that, you find that people are finding avenue to really, really stay connected. All
right. So this is what you should do. If you haven't been out this year and you want a place to come out, I know a place you can come out right here. You need to come out to the book launch. We'll take your time with you. We'll hold your hand. We'll introduce you to a couple of people. We'll network with you. This is going to be a great event. You don't want to miss out. Happening right there, happening tomorrow. Make sure you're there. Tell a friend, grab somebody with you. Say, hey, listen, I need to go to this event. I want you to come with me. It's absolutely free. We're going to learn a lot, and we're going to network with a bunch of great people. You got to come on down. And there it is. Absolutely free.
And who knows, you may actually make a friend for a change.
A friend with good intentions.
There you go. There you go. There you go. All right, everybody.
Okay.
One more thing before we let you go. Anybody you want to shout out to? Anybody want to say hi to? Go ahead. This is your opportunity. Go ahead and do it now. Andrea, I'll start with you. Anybody want to say hi to?
Yeah, I want to say hi to all the people who are looking for hope. Hope is here, my friends. Look here on the screen. You have lots of events where people with integrity are coming right there for you.
Perfect.
Okay, I want to shout out to IWB, amazing organization. I want to shout out to our first leader, Svetlana. She has a heart of gold. I want to thank IWB for hosting this event. I want to thank IWB for always putting informative events, planning informative events for immigrants. This is just an example of one of such events.
All right, sir. The last is yours.
And the same thing, I do appreciate what the IWB has been up to, and I kind of appreciate the vision of Svetlana and her team. And so my shout out is to you ladies, and I say well done.
There you go. There you go. All right, everybody. Like I always say, you didn't have to watch, but I'm so glad that you did. Here's the event happening tomorrow, 6 p.m. right here, Metro Hall, Toronto. Make sure you get down there. Bring a friend. Bring 2 friends. Bring more friends, because it's absolutely free. All right. And thank you for all our comments. Thank you so much. We're all going to see you there. Thank you, Sophia. We were all there to join in and have some fun. Everybody, thank you for joining us. Be safe. We'll see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Has come to an end, but the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.
Please be advised that this podcast is meant for educational and informational purposes.